Hey man, this video isn't gonna be telling you what to do or how to do something like everyone else is planning to do on YouTube. Instead, I'm gonna remind you of some things so that, you can catch yourself and ground yourself a bit more and stop processing what you've done, the things that you have to do, and where you want to go. Right? There's a lot of noise going on, especially around with the amount of social media we have, the amount of trend switching here and there. There's so much noise. And we forget to take a breath. We forget to take a break from everything for even a minute. So that's what we're going to do. This video here, as I titled it, this is what we're going to do. Take a break from the scrolling. After you watch this, you can keep scrolling if you'd like to. But we can take a break now. We can take some breaths, relax ourselves, lower our anxiety, lower that feeling of unrestfulness. So we'll do that now. Take a deep breath with me. I'll do it with you as well. It's a bit more relaxing when we start taking our deep breaths. We stop having these short, fast breaths and constantly scrolling. Everything's really quick nowadays. Take your time. You don't have to be that multi-millionaire at 18. You don't have to do all these things that everyone's doing. Yeah, it's great. And I know there's going to be a bunch of people saying that, oh, I'm not hardworking, or I'm not motivated to, beat my goals. But there's so much noise and there's so high expectations that, ironically, around the entire trend of self-improvement, we've actually increased a lot of anxiety that we may have. We're thinking way more about the future and way more about our past, about the things that we've done, rather than focusing at the time where we are now on the work that needs to be done. We created such high expectations for ourselves that we're only thinking about where we could be and where we could go, instead of what we could do now to help us move us towards those places. We haven't created milestones to make us feel happy about the progress that we're making, so we get stuck in this cycle of self-improvement dysmorphia and don't think that we're making any progress. We have to create milestones. We have to create little blocks for us to be happy about. Little blocks of, rest. Little blocks of breath. Take a breather. I know it's easy to get caught in the constantly working, constantly hustling mindset. And I'm caught in it as well. But when you decide to take a step back, take a couple deep breaths, sit in a room on your own, stare at a wall, you can see that you can get really far from that. And you can get even further than the point where you are now. Your mental health is important, man. And I know it's been said a lot, but you gotta focus on it. As much as you can focus on your relationships and your work. Don't forget about the things that matter just because you're focused on one goal. Remember, there's a lot of other things that factor into your life. There's one thing, that's your one goal, that is your freedom, and it's something to work towards, but focus on the time now, the things that you can do now that can improve your motivation, your productivity, to help you move towards that goal. So hopefully this has been helpful, right? And even if you do, right, even there's so much going on, one thing I would say is restart. Start from rock bottom, and then build from there, and see where that can get you. Thank you for watching, man. Love.